Hey y'all, when you pop on in, say hello. My name is Alex the Creative Llama. If you see that red live box right there, that means I am live. But if you don't see it, that just means you are catching the replay. We're gonna make another word block. So if you're new to me and you've never seen the word blocks, this is kind of what they turn out to be. And y'all absolutely love these things. I love them too. So we're gonna make a summer one. This is obviously a 4th of July one that we did a couple weeks ago. But let's go ahead and make our summer one, okay? So to get the supply list, just comment the word summer and I will send you a message with all the details. Okay, sorry y'all, I'm a little flustered. I have been searching for a transfer that I wanted to use on this project for the last 30 minutes and I cannot find it anywhere. So we're gonna have to shift what we're doing. But when you pop on, say hey. So these are the summer word blocks. This guy is $15. Super cute. Good morning, Michelle. So we're going to just take it one square at a time. Okay. So, let me pull up comments over here while y'all are popping on. Hello. Hi, Lorraine. Hi. Let me do this really quickly. But y'all let me know how your morning is going. What is the weather like where you're at? Is it super hot? Because here in San Antonio, it's getting hot. Alrighty, so I'm going to just take it one block at a time. So let's take our S and we're going to go ahead and paint this. But everything does come unassembled and unpainted. And you will get to do the fun part of it. So here we go. Y'all ready? All right, so first let's take this S and we're going to paint it in the color Candy Apple. Sorry, y'all. I'm like, not being able to find that transfer has really thrown off my life. So I apologize. Let me find my live. There we go. Okay, so we're going to take Candy Apple and we're going to paint this. I find it easier to take it one letter tile at a time rather than trying to paint everything all at once because I get myself confused. So just take your time, but everything is scored onto the wood for you. Super easy. So this is the color Candy Apple. You can use whatever colors you want. I like to paint with my paste, but if you don't like that, then you can use acrylic paint too, okay? There's that. And of course my comments aren't loading, so I can't see what y'all are saying. That's okay, Miss Debbie. Hi, Lynette. Let me try this again. Maybe. Still not loading. It's just not my luck today. All right, then we're gonna take not Candy Apple, Bumblebee, and we're gonna paint our S yellow. But let me know in the comments if y'all like the word blocks. I love them. I think they're so fun. I love doing these. These are some of my most favorite cutouts. I don't know, they're just fun in my opinion. But we're gonna do S. Good morning. Hello. Yes, comment the word summer. That's our keyword. Let's get this painted. Okay. And let me see if I can pull up comments because it's not wanting to load. Still not wanting to load. That's okay. Give me a second, y'all. I am so sorry. Usually I can see comments, but Facebook is not wanting to load them. So it makes it really difficult. There we go. You love the word blocks. I love the word blocks too. All right, so then we also have a little ant. I'm pulling out all the colors today, y'all. We have a little ant, so I'm going to paint this in black. Okay, paint this little guy in black. And then we might go in and add all the fun stuff. Hello, good morning. Let me know where y'all are watching from. I always love to know. And then I am going to take, no, we'll paint this in white. When will you be having our cutout sale? I'm out of things to paint. I don't know. I might do a pop-up sale of cutouts and stuff next week, I think. It'll probably be next week. It won't be like a big cutout sale, but it'll be like a little mini pop-up cutout sale. So just make sure you're following the page, which I know you are, Miss Lynette. Okay, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm a mess this morning. Good morning, Barbara. Sandy, good morning from Ohio. Well, welcome. If y'all are new, welcome. My name is Alex. I live in Texas. I apologize. I'm a little flustered this morning. I was looking for a transfer that I wanted to use on my project for today, and I could not find it anywhere. I searched everywhere for like 30 minutes. So we're going to kind of have to just shift a little bit. Hi, Linda. Welcome on in from Florida, Michigan. But yes, I live in South Texas. I live in the San Antonio area. I love to come on here and hang out and craft with y'all. A little bit about me is that I used to be a teacher. I taught school for, what was it, 11 years before I did this full time. So I'm going to take out my Sharpie marker. These paint pens, y'all, if you don't have these Sharpie markers, they are amazing. And we're going to do the center part of this, which that was not completely dry, so that's on me. Hello, good morning. Y'all, do me a huge favor, hit that heart button. The more that you comment and interact, the more likely you are to win our giveaway at the end. All you have to do is just comment. Just comment and hang out. And that helps me out tremendously. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start gluing. I'm going to use my Stick Fast glue. I like this glue. It's the bomb. Not everybody loves it, but that's okay. And we are going to just glue this right on here. And we're going to glue this piece. And we're going to do our tiles one at a time. I just find it to be a little bit easier. And then we're going to add polka dots to this. So I was going to use a polka dot transfer that I had, but I couldn't find it. So that is in the supply list for you. So when you comment the word summer, I will send you a message with everything I'm using, including the transfer that I was supposed to use. There's a polka dot transfer that you can use, but I couldn't find mine. So I am just going to use my Sharpie paint pen to put the polka dots on. Okay. Super easy. I really like this paint pen. I really like that paint pen. It's the Sharpie brand. Has anybody used these? Good morning. Hi, guys. All right. So there's our first square tile. It is done. Let's pull out our second one. This one is fun. This one's a little watermelon. So I'm going to paint the background of this one in Bumblebee. It is. Can you buy the glue at craft stores? I don't think you can. I've only seen it out on Amazon, but I could be totally mistaken about that. So if anybody knows if you can buy the Stick Fast glue, like in a craft store, let us know, because I have not seen it, but I also haven't checked just because I order mine from Amazon. You know what I mean? All right, so we're going to go in with Bumblebee. Get this on here like so. Okay, then we're going to take our watermelon and we're going to paint the middle part of this red. Good morning, Terry. Hi, Dolores. You saw it on Amazon. Yeah, it is on Amazon, but I think she was asking, is it available in craft stores, like at Michael's or Hobby Lobby? I don't think so. No, you looked, none. Okay, so it's only available online. Would that be a fun little giveaway to do? Would y'all like me to give away a bottle of Stick Fast glue? That could be a fun little giveaway. What do y'all think about that? Should we do that? Not saying today, but maybe eventually. How big is your glass mat? It is 24 by 18. It's pretty big. Yes, okay. Ooh, we could do that. That'd be fun. Yeah, for sure. Okay, awesome. All right, so I'm taking Meadow and we're going in. Sorry, y'all, I know that the painting, do y'all like watching people paint? I know I always ask all this. I enjoy watching people paint. I find it relaxing, but this is kind of the fun part of the cutouts, is just kind of seeing how it all comes together. You know what I mean? Good morning, Melissa. How are you? Glue would be nice. Hi, Sherry. You're welcome, Miss Inez. Inez, this is also my glass mat. It's on Amazon. So you could probably look up the dimensions on there too. If you just comment the word summer, okay, and you go all the way down to the bottom of the message, in there will be a there'll be a button that says Amazon favorites. You just click on that button and then my Amazon storefront will pop up and then you should be able to check it out. I got my glass mat. I got this one from Michael's, but you can purchase it on Amazon as well. You sure can. Good morning, Linda. No, it's just on top of the table. Yes, you like to see the different colors? Okay. Okay. I always get nervous about painting on lives because I feel like it's not always the most like exciting and fun thing, but you know what? It is what it is, right? That's part of crafting. All right, let's dry everything. We got the watermelon painted. It gives you good ideas. Yeah, I enjoy watching people paint because one, I usually always learn something from somebody else. And then I always like to see the colors and like the color combinations that they use. I found Stickfast. Ooh, it's at Walmart. Ooh, Stickfast CE. What's Stickfast CE? Yes, Kimmy. If you have is it the Husky work table? Yes. I agree, Miss Diane. I love coming on here and hanging out with y'all and talking with y'all too. Sometimes I feel like I'm in such a rush during my lives that like I don't get to hang out with y'all. Alrighty, so let's go in and color in the center of our daisy using a paint pen. Looks good. And then I am going to go in with my black paint pen. Right here on the watermelon, the seeds are etched in there. So I am going to take my black paint pen and I'm just going to trace and color in. This is why I love the paint pens because it really is that easy to get it. That's so much easier than painting it. You know what I mean? Okay, let's dry it again. That's okay, Miss Janice. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. The Posca pens, I don't know. I think they're about the same, but I honestly really like the Sharpie brand better than the Posca paint pens. That's just me. That is just my personal opinion. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and glue this on here. So I am going to start with the center of the watermelon. Okay, a little bit of Stickfast glue. And the watermelon, like where the bite is taken out, it will line up. Maybe, yeah. Good morning, Miss Donna. How are you? All right, getting this lined up, but it's moving on me. Oh my gosh. And the also problem with that Stickfast glue is it gets on your fingers and rewind, then it wants to stick to your fingers wants to stick to your surface. Y'all, I'm a mess this morning. Not being able to find that transfer really has like thrown me off. It's really like bothering me. Hi, Mandy. I have not been on consistently this month. I just needed a little bit of a break. So I took a little bit of a break, but now I am back. I'm back full force. I'm ready to hang with y'all. I'm ready to craft and do all the fun things. So, all right. So let's glue our daisy up here like so. And then I'm going to have to glue the ant when we put it together. Okay. So here's what we have so far. Okay. So we have our S. Ooh, we have our watermelon. Ooh, y'all, I swear it's one of those days. So this is what we have so far. So now we're going to take our M and let's do this. So we're going to paint the M in sage green. Maybe. Oh my word. All right, let me pull this over here. Thank you. Hi, Aiden. Hello. All right, so let's take our sage green. We are going to use a transfer on this one. We're going to use some buffalo plaid. And I'm going to tell y'all that this buffalo plaid transfer is currently on sale. So if you are a big buffalo plaid fan, you want to snag this transfer because it is normally $33. And I think you can get it for 70% off. So it is a great deal. You don't want to miss out on it. Okay, so that's sage green. Let me put that back there, close this up. I think so too, Miss Cindy, or Cynthia, sorry. And I'm just making a big old mess. When I paint, y'all, it gets everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Let me wipe up my hands a little bit. All right, and then we're gonna paint our M black. Do y'all like to paint with acrylic paint or chalk paint? What do y'all prefer? I prefer chalk paint just because it covers better, but I feel like acrylic paint has more options. You know what I mean? All right, and my black is a little dry, so it's not as easy to spread. Chalk paint. Chalk, yeah, chalk just covers a little bit better than acrylic, but I wish chalk had more, like all the colors, kind of like acrylic does. All right, there's our black. Let's dry, and then we're gonna pull out. I've got a big old box down here, Miss Linda. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with y'all. All right, so let's dry this, and then we're gonna pull out our buffalo plaid. So this pattern comes in a big 18 by 18 pattern. So this one is actually cut in half. I like to get multiples of the patterns, as I always tell y'all. That way I can cut them for smaller projects like what I'm doing here, okay? I am not going to fuzz my transfer because I have used this guy several times. I'm just gonna lay it right in there, and I'm actually gonna use the square to kind of make it straight, or make sure it's straight. Okay, push down, and then we're gonna go in with white, and we're gonna do a little bit of white plaid. And then we'll glue this, and then we'll do the next M. But I find it so much easier to take it letter by, or tile by tile than like that. What do y'all think? Good morning, Leona. I like how I cut it. Are you talking about your transfer? All right, let's dry this. And then we'll put our M on. Ooh, that's cute. Look at that. Y'all were cracking me up last night about the foods that y'all would absolutely not eat. I thought it was hilarious, and it made me feel better that I wasn't such a picky eater. Y'all were so funny. If you missed it, last night we were talking about foods that like were common that people wouldn't eat or that you don't like. So like for me, I don't like mashed potatoes. There's our M. All right, so here's what we have so far. What do we think? You still have to try the chalk paste. It's awesome. All right, next one. The next M, we're gonna move that over there. You don't like greens, like anything green? Okay, what do I wanna do with this one? What color? Maybe we do red on this one. Yes, I agree. I love the plaid. All right, so I'm gonna go in with Candy Apple. Thank you. Y'all are very quiet today, but I'm sure people are busy. But I appreciate y'all hanging out. Hit that heart button for me, comment the word summer, and make sure you go snag this cutout. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm so off today. All right, let's paint our daisy. What color should we paint our M? What do y'all think? White? I'm kind of thinking no, because we're gonna put our daisy. What color should we paint the M? Black? Should we do black and then white polka dots? What do y'all think? Thank you. Y'all are awesome. Hi, Julie. What color should we paint that in? Ah! I'm thinking black. Or no, I'm sorry, white. Sage. That's okay, Kristen. I know a lot of people are watching while they're at work, so I'm just giving y'all a hard time. Green. Ooh, we could do green. Let's do green. White. Light green. We could do the sage. Let's do sage. Let's do that. Let's do the sage. Thank you for sharing. I really, really appreciate that. Yes, y'all. Anytime y'all can hit that heart button, you can comment, you can share the video. That helps me out so much. I always tell y'all that, but really it does. That lets Facebook know that people like what I'm doing, and then they'll want to show it to more people. So just know that I appreciate any interaction that y'all give my page. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, that's going to be cute. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Love that. All right, let's dry. That's okay, Sharon. I think sage will be really pretty. Green would have been pretty. Black would have been pretty. So then we're going to do polka dots. Remember, I'm supposed to be using a polka dot transfer, but I don't know where mine is. And I need to wipe this up because it's driving me nuts. So let's dry this. Okay, that looks good. Let's do the center part of our daisy with a marker. Y'all, that dry tool does not want to stay where I put it. All right, and then we're going to use some Stick Fast. Thank you. Oh, heck, y'all. I am kind of a walking disaster today, like more so than normal. Okay, let me put that on there. See? Hi, Nicole. I'm a mess today. I didn't sleep well. I got all sorts of things going on. It's just one of those days. You know what I mean? All right, let me wipe this up because that is driving me nuts, all that paint on there. This is also why I love the glass mat, is because you can quite literally just wipe up the paint when you need to. Boone. Boone says hello. If you're new here, Boone always likes to make an appearance during my life at some point. He's my Australian shepherd, and he's a mess. All right, we're gonna put the daisy up there, and then we're gonna put the ant like so. I appreciate y'all. Okay. All right, so here's what we have. We're gonna do some polka dots. I think we're gonna do the polka dots in white. What do y'all think? This dang sage keeps sticking my fingers in it. Hi, Katie. Okay, let's do some white polka dots on this guy. And y'all, we have 2 more and then we are done. Thank you for hanging out with me. Let's do a giveaway, okay? So in the comments, tell me what your favorite fruit is. And I'll pick someone who comments what their favorite fruit is. Tell me what your favorite fruit is while I do the polka dots on this guy. What is your favorite fruit? Mine, I would say, is watermelon. Apples, watermelon, pineapple, fresh pineapple, watermelon. Oh. Thank you, Faith. Oranges, ooh, I do love oranges. Pineapples, so good. Strawberries, I love them. Plums, ooh, Miss Betsy. Plums, okay. Blueberries, apples and pineapple, Miss Pam Turlington Sprouse, you are a winner. So Miss Pam, if you will do me a favor and send a message to the page saying, hey, I won, and I will get your info from you to give you a little mystery Happy Meal. So do that for me. I will get that sent over. Alrighty. Why can't I find what I'm looking for? I'm trying to double check my colors. Cherries and peaches. I'm not a big cherry fan, personally. What is going on? I give up. Okay. All right. So the next one, we're going to do another plaid on. So I'm thinking, what if we did, would white, okay. I'm thinking, we're going to do buffalo plaid on this. Here's what we have so far. Okay. What color should this tile be? I'm kind of thinking yellow. What if we did yellow, white buffalo plaid, red letter? Like basically the opposite of this one. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So we're going to do yellow tile. I'm just thinking out loud here, y'all. Yellow. Okay. We're going to paint it yellow. We'll do white buffalo plaid. And then, what tip are those markers? I don't know. That tip? I don't know. Thank you for all the follows. Yes, y'all, anytime y'all do hit that follow button, that little, the 14,000 number, the number on the bottom does move. And I appreciate all the follows, the hearts, everything. So if you like what you see, please follow the page. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, so we painted that yellow. We're going to go in with candy apple. Is that the bullet tip? Well, okay. Yes, I would assume this is the bullet tip. This is like the brush tip. So this is like a little bit thicker. Let me show you the difference. So those are the two sizes that I have. Yeah. All right, let's paint this. So I guess there's a bullet tip and then a brush tip. I kind of prefer the bullet tip one just because I think you have a little bit more control than the brush, but it's all personal preference. You know what I mean? All right, let's get this painted with candy apple. That looks good. Then we'll paint our daisy. I got mine on Amazon. They are linked in my Amazon storefront. If you want to snag them over in there. They are linked over in there for you. All right, let's dry. I know, Kristen. I didn't either until I had a friend tell me about them. And I went and immediately bought them, and I'm obsessed. I like these more than Posca as of now. I also like Posca paint pens. They're great. I also have this brand, which is Arctics, which those are great too. Yeah, Kimmy, just comment the word summer, and then at the very bottom, there's a button that says Amazon favorites. Just tap that button and it'll take you to my Amazon storefront. And then they're linked under paint pens. I think that's the section name, is paint pens. All right, let's pull out our buffalo plaid. And we're gonna do the same thing. Lay this in here. I'm just gonna line it up with the lines the best that I can. Just trying to get it as straight as possible. That looks good. Push that down, and then we're gonna go over this in white. Okay. Like so. What time is it? Okay, I'm good. I've got plenty of time, y'all. Normally I'm on here rushing, but I've got plenty of time and we're almost done actually. Okay. There's that buffalo plaid. Love it. Looks great. Have you tried the chalk markers? I saw them the other day in the store. Like what kind of chalk markers? Hi, LD. How are you? Ooh, you'll have to let me know, Stephanie, about the Deco Art paint pens. All right, let me move some of this out of the way so y'all can see. All right, we're gonna glue this together. We've got one more tile to do and then we are pretty much done. So I will give y'all a little sneak peek of what it all looks like here in just a second. I'm gonna glue my E on here and line it up with the score marks on the tile. Oh, look at that. I love it. I'm glad you're here. Hi, good morning, Miss Sandy. How are you? I love seeing who is on here. Y'all let me know if you're new so we can welcome you. All right, I'm gonna put the daisy at the bottom. Oh, Boone says hello again. Okay, and we are almost done. So I'm gonna turn on my glue gun. All right. Here's what we have. What do we think? Oh, sorry. I might have to let them in. All right, last one. What do we think? Background color. I'm kind of thinking the sage. What do y'all think? Shuffle Art is the brand. Okay. On your break at work, the plaid on the lemon transfer would work really good on the word blocks. So pretty. I'm thinking another sage, one of these, the green. What do y'all think? Any way to use transfer paste on tile for like, kitchen using paste? Miss Dolores, I don't understand your question. Can you try it again? I don't understand what you're asking. All right, let's paint this sage. Yeah. I wasn't actually planning on using the sage this often, but I really like it with this color. Now you could totally change the color scheme. You could do really, really bright, fun colors, which I thought about doing. But I got inspired by the product picture for this. And so I wanted to keep it that way. All right. Oh, heck. Where did the R go? What? Y'all? Where did I put it? Why does this always happen to me? I literally just had it. God. Dark green with light green. Where did it go? OMG, Alex. How do I do this? Every time. I always lose something. There we go. Okay. Dark green. Should we do... Okay, so what color should we paint the R? What do y'all think? Because I don't know. White. We could do white. Dark green. I think we're done with the yellow. Orange. White. I think the dark green. I think we're going to go dark green. And then maybe we do white polka dots. I don't know. I'm not going to use orange because I don't have anything else orange in here. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's real hot. Ooh, maybe I do white with red polka dots. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. All right, we're going to paint this white with a red, we're going to do red polka dots on the background. Okay, so this might, ooh, I'm getting a little crazy with my paint. Getting this on here. We'll dry it and see if it needs another coat. Blue would have been pretty. White, ooh, we could do yellow dots. I think red dots would be pretty though. Thank you for all those hearts. I appreciate it. All right, let's do one more coat of this white. And then y'all, the fun part comes where you get to put it all together, and then we are almost done. So comment the word summer for me. Go grab this cutout. I will put, you know what I will do? I will put an exclusive discount code for my people who are in my broadcast channel. So if you want to save a little bit of money on this cutout specifically, make sure you are in my broadcast channel. So comment the word summer, okay? And then in that message, I think at the very bottom, it'll say join our broadcast channel. Click on that, join it. And then after my live, what I will do is I will go put an exclusive code in there for y'all to use to save a little bit of money on this cutout if you want it, okay? And I'll post the link and everything in there for you to grab it. But you do have to use the code in order to save the money, right? So make sure you go join the broadcast channel. Just comment summer. And then in the message that my page sends you, I believe it's the very last link. And I try not to send a ton of messages through there, to be honest with y'all. I just try to provide like updates and stuff like that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go in with my red paint pen. Now, I would have preferred to use the polka dot transfer, but if you missed that, I couldn't find mine. So I'm going to be ordering another one. Okay. All right. Let's throw all of this away. Let's get this cleaned up just a smidge, and then we'll put everything together. Okay. Just give me 1 second. All right, closing this. I will fix that after. Oh, and we have a little ant that I forgot. Let me let me paint this really quickly. And then we will clean our mat and then we'll put it all together. But I think this turned out really, really cute, y'all. Yay, Sherry. I'm so excited that you joined. I really try not to put a ton of messages in there. I'm part of some other people's broadcast channels, and y'all, they send out messages constantly. I really try not to send too much info or like to send a message all the time. You know what I mean? I don't want to bother people. Just the important things. The ants are really cute, I know. Alrighty. Let's pull out this and let's check it out. Woo, y'all, that's so cute. That is cute. I really love this. Alrighty, let's pull all of this off and we are gonna start gluing. Oh, heck. Okay, so I'm gonna use my stick fast glue. I don't like to use hot glue when gluing my tiles just because it takes it a little bit, it sets up pretty quickly, and then when that happens, you kind of run out of room to kind of maneuver the tiles around. So thank you. Good morning, Miss Sharon. How are you? Where's the ant? Right here. All right, then we got our little M. And it all just lines up. I do like using the stick fast because it does give you room to kind of work before it sets. Okay. We're gonna do this one. Then we'll do the E. And then I'm gonna show y'all how to glue on the kickstands on the back. And then we're done, okay? So, we have to glue the ants real quick. All right, so here's this little mini ant. I'm gonna glue it on the leg of the R. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just a little flustered this morning, but we're good now. All right, and then I'm gonna do the ant at the bottom, right here. that looks good. And then let me grab my paint pen, and I want to add a little extra to some of this. Okay, so I'm gonna add a couple of dots. What is going on? Come on. To my pieces. I like to add these. I just think it kind of brings everything together, makes it look a little bit more finished. You don't have to do this part. But I like it. Okay. Dots here. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm not trying to ignore y'all, but I just want to get this on here. Okay. So here is what we have. I really, really like this. This is cute. This is really cute. All right, let me go over the center of the daisies really quickly. And we are good. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Your summer word block does come with the kickstands, okay? On the back, it's gonna show you where you need to glue them, okay? So you're gonna turn it over. I like to use, oh, that was not stuck. I like to use hot glue. Why? Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. And that popped off. Not my day. Okay, let that sit. I like to use hot glue for the stands. I just think it sets up better. Okay, I'm gonna turn it over. And you're going to glue these like so. Woo! Just burnt myself. Hot glue gets really hot, y'all. Okay, so you can choose not to glue the actual stands. Like, you don't have to glue these pieces in to make it stand. That way it's a little bit easier if you want to pack it away at the end of the summer. But personally, I like to glue them. I just find it easier. But if you don't want to glue them, you do not have to. Okay, so I'm going to put glue in the slots. And then we're just going to stick these right in. And it's going to stand. Okay, so y'all hit that heart button for me. And make sure you join the broadcast channel, because there will be an exclusive code in there for y'all to use to save a little bit of money on this cutout. I really, really like how this turned out. What do y'all think? I love it. All right, I'm going to pick a winner. So all you had to do was hit the heart button and comment so at some point during the live, and just be here at the end of the live in order to win. So, hi Janice. If y'all could do me a huge favor, comment ! Notify. This will get you signed up to receive a message the next time I go live. If you want to come back and hang out with me. And of course, I have to log back in. I know. So, a little bit up close. I really, really like how it turned out. And I have a bunch of different word blocks. Like, I have this America one up here. There's a bunch on my website as well. Here we go, summer word block. Let's pick our winner. Make sure you hit the like button or the heart button. Should have liked the post and get comments. You're welcome. It's filtering the comments. All right. That's okay, Susie. So if you want to save a little bit of money, like I said, make sure you join the broadcast channel. Just comment the word summer. And at the bottom of the message, there will be a link that says join broadcast channel. Click on that, sign up. And then as soon as I hop off of here, I will go put that code in that group for you. So you can go snag or save a little money on this guy if you want it. Tonya McKay, if you are here, congratulations. You are today's winner. So please send a message to the page saying, hey, I won, and I will get your info from you. But turned out super, super cute, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I will see all of y'all probably tomorrow. Okay? All right, y'all. Have a great day. Bye, guys.